Ava Lau. Today is September 15. I observe PS 107 of a special ed classroom, Miss Janet, and she modeled the behavior for her students. She asked students to sign with their finger like this if they would like to go to the restroom, and they cannot use the restroom before 9 a.m. in the morning because that time every class need to get ready and have their work out on the table, and but so that when the student need to go to the restroom after 9 a.m. they need to raise up their hand like that, and there's a notebook near the door and they need to sign out and sign back in, and there should be no more than 2 students that go to the restroom at the same time. She modeled behavior, how to line up, how to sit at the table, how to sit in a chair, what to do in the hallway, in the cafeteria, in the library, how to use the computer, and she really showed them, how to sit still. For example, she make it funny by falling out from the chair, and students laugh, and she really walked backward and really pretend to fall down, roll over, and the student also laugh. So and everybody got the idea, that they practice until she really literally practice with them and do things right until they do them successfully on their own, and she give a reason for each behavior, why they should do this way and why they should not do that way. So they understand, and by her words and by her behavior, she have them each one write a sentence based on her action. And she also give out picture cards and divide them into 2 groups, and the first group will put a picture of the card, and but another group cannot look at the picture, so the student will just act out what's supposed to be from the picture. So another group will do the guessing and guess what the action is, and so the group that successfully guess the right answer will get 1 point, and if they don't guess the right answer, they don't get any points. So it's a fun way of using, brainstorm and have them understand English verbs, present tense, present, they use their hand coordination, eye coordination, and they look at one another. And even though they cannot communicate, why they act out the game, but they all cooperate with one another, and so they get a prize. The group that win out, they can pick their own prize, and they can also be a superstar. As that they behave, properly. The student that behave properly, he or she can go to the board and move the pin up. There's a board with each student's name on each pin. So the teacher will ask a certain student to move a pin up as they raise their hand, and they answer a question. They raise the hand if they want to leave their seat, and if they make smart choices, and also they supposed not to shout, not to raise their voice, and they have to work with the group and stay with the group, and they have to listen to instruction, and so all these add to their points. So they have to, then they can move their pin up, and at the end of the month, the teacher will decide who will be the superstars for the month, and it's really good. The peer support, the teacher pick out 4 students. The door monitor, library monitor, paper monitor, and class monitor. So all these monitors help the whole class to have their tasks done in a timely manner, and the teacher will also have the time free to organize activities. She put on the board, reminders like just a little bit more responsibility, effort, sense of humor, patience, equality, caring, teaching each other. So she used her behavior to model what's the meaning of responsibility. And the student is supposed to take out their writing notebook, writing folders, and put sticky of their names on their books, on their folders, and decide what to print out. And then they have to brainstorm and discuss certain issues with one another. And the teacher are very patient with them. And she always use the word thank you. Thank you for your patience. Then you've been waiting a long time, and it's a good idea. So keep on doing the good work. And she care for them. She actually go around checking their homework and ask if they have any more questions. And one activity is all about being a friend. Students just bring out what is in common with one another and what they are not in common as they work with their partners. We both like the same subject and things. We come from the same place. We celebrate holidays together. We can share secrets. We hang out during lunchtime. And the teacher asks, can we write down rules for the classroom? And the rules also apply to being a friend. So what do you think a friend is? What are some of the rules? So the basic rule is you want to treat people the way you want to be treated. So that's the golden rule. Respect and help each other. Listen and look at each other while talking. Act kindly and take care of each other. Work together. Act responsibly toward each other. So the student have to write each vocabulary and make out a sentence. And so they really organize their sentences, and as a group they talk with one another. And we are friends because so the teacher also elicit other ideas. And we play the same games and toys. We share the same culture. We help each other. We cooperate and share. We trust each other because we want to be truthful. And so the students also make circle and they share things, and they make out a project using paper and make out collage. And at the end, the student have to answer some questions. The student in our class should, and then the teacher leave it blank to make our class blank. So each student will fill out the blank with a particular word. For example, the student in our class should cooperate to make our class enjoyable. And another statement is, one thing I want Miss Ava to know about me is, so this is one way the teacher know about the student is the student write about her or his personality or characteristic. Another game is about learn how to create SMART goal. SMART with a period between each letter. And the teacher asks why there's a period, and the students say that because the period indicates some importance, and mark, stand for something. So each letter stands for something. S is strategic. Example, what are some strategy to sound out the words? And to sound out, you can spit out the word. you can look at content clues, or you can note the prefix and suffix of each word. M is measurable. For example, doing a handstand in yoga, the teacher asks, can I move up to a different level? Is it measurable? A stands for attainable. Attainable means I have to be able to get there. R is realistic. She asks, can you know how to fly? Is it realistic? So it's no. T is time bound. By a certain day, I'll be able to do a handstand yoga by November 11, for example. I want to do a handstand yoga by December 30, 2013. So S is a square for each letter. Is it strategic? Yes. Measurable? Yes. Attainable is up to each student. Realistic is up to each student. Is it time bound? Yes. If you set a date for your goal. Another example is I learned a lot about investing my money from an 8-year-old child. Does an 8-year-old child know how to invest? Is it attainable for an 8-year-old? No. Is it realistic? No. So you put a cross for no, a check for yes. So the other boxes each student decide, and should give out postage, yellow postage for each student to write down their idea and answer. So at the end, each student that belong to each group will post their yellow paper underneath each statement, and each group will organize their group post 10 and in their unique manner and the design. For example, one group organizes their post alphabetically, another group organizes them according to the color, and still another group organizes them according to their ideas, long sentences and short sentences. So the teacher really bring out the way of arranging matters in a very simple and organized way. I think all these activity brings out, let the student understand the basic way to learn things, and the teacher really she's very respectful and polite, and so that's it.